Right on. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first game on Track 1, 2015. Big O live from Eugene, Oregon. Two teams on the track right now, the Austin Anarchy Men's Roller Derby and the Red Deer Dreadnaughts. And we are about to begin. They put the jammer line on the other side of the track, so
Good morning, folks. I am Boldy Knox from Emerald City Roller Girls right here in Eugene, Oregon, and we are coming to you live from the Big O. We are so glad if you're tuning in from all over the world. It's nice to have you here. We're starting off the morning with Austin Anarchy Men's Roller Derby versus Red Deer Dreadnaughts Roller Derby. Looks like we've got a start that's slow. Hasn't even gotten into turn one yet. A nice hit to the outside. Piper's recycled back from Dreadnaughts. Facing a nice strong wall of white in the back, moving it all the way to the front. Forced to let him go. He's down and then takes off. Picks up lead jammer. Meanwhile, his teammates form a strong wall in the back, welcoming back Austin's jammer. That's PB and Jam out there for them. Both stuck in the middle of the pack, as you can see. Nice. PB and Jam pulls it off. That's his first turn through. Not lead jammer again. That's Piper. Hits to the inside, calls it off as he hits the floor. Now, again, if you're joining in, don't forget, the social media team here at the Big O is working feverishly all weekend to bring you live tweets and Facebook coverage throughout the event. So tweet at ECRG_the-Big-O. You can also check us out on Facebook, ECRG.the-Big-O. Looks like we're lining up on the jam line there, getting things started. Dreadnaughts jammer pushing to the front. Hit to the inside, recycled back. That's Sharknado. Excuse me, that's Austin Anarchies. Meanwhile, Dreadnaughts jammer through, picks up the pace. At the back of the pack, jam is over. Again, we're looking at 4 Dreadnaughts versus 0 Austin as we're heading into our third jam of the bout this morning. Quick shout out, thank you to all the refs and non-skating officials that have come here to help from all over the country and in the world, in fact. We certainly appreciate their help making this tournament happen. It's something I look forward to every year. I don't know if any of you out there weren't able to make it this year, but have been in the past. The Big O certainly is fun for everyone. All right, here we go again. Austin Anarchy jammer taking a hit in the pack. Meanwhile, the gesture, Dreadnaughts jammer through, picks up lead jammer. Coming up to the back of the pack. Sonic Boom not too far behind. Jam is called before he can pick up any points. That brings it up to 8 for Dreadnaughts. Austin's still staring at 0. But again, this is only the 4th jam, so anybody's game, as we all know. We've got 3 tracks happening now at the Big O. This is track 1. Again, if you're just joining us, we got Red Deer Dreadnaughts Roller Derby up against Austin Anarchy's Men's Roller Derby. Nice hop through on the inside, Anarchy jammer. That is Antrax. But Wheeler gets through first on the inside, picks up lead jammer. It is neck and neck there, but Wheeler's gonna try and pick up a couple points and hold Austin at 0. Takes a hit to the inside down, both jammers in. inside of the track, and that is it. Wheeler calls that jam off. Austin picks up 1 point there, finally on the board. Don't forget, check us out on Facebook, ecrg.thebigo. Here we are lining up on the jam line. Red Deer jammer Piper takes it to the outside, fighting a nice wall in front. Meanwhile, PB&J gets through, but he is not lead jammer. Piper's got that right, calls it off while he's still stuck in the pack. PB&J not able to pick up any points there. Early morning derby here, the weekend of the Big O. I'm Boldy Knox from ECRG. Have a friend joining me now.
Julia Sleazer.
And we are happy if you're joining us around the world. We got two men's teams. Right now, Austin Anarchy Jammer picks up lead jammer. That's I-35 Sharknado.
I was just going to say 8-ball from Austin has just been sent to the box, and he's being joined by Brass Monkey just as Red Deer's jammer comes back onto the track from having served his penalty.
Pat picks up the pace as soon as Piper hits it. Nice hit to the outside. He gets through.
So Piper is through on his initial pass, coming in for his first scoring pass now. Pack speeds up just a little bit. His team is helping him get through. And, oh, sorry, I thought he was being called for a penalty. That's 4 points picked up by Piper for Red Deer.
Meanwhile, Sharknado fighting the pack through on the outside, picks up 4 points himself.
Piper finding his way on the outside, which is pretty open. He just kind of slides through the pack. No real resistance. 4 more points picked up by each jammer.
Sharknado likes the inside. There he is through again. Picks up another 4 points. Austin sure could use it.
Piper coming back through. He's almost through the pack. It's Tautomatic knocks him out to the outside right as the jam ends. That's 3 more points picked up by the Dreadnaughts. Nothing picked up on that last pass by Austin, putting us 19-14 with about 23 minutes left in this half.
19 points for the Dreadnaughts. Austin getting 13 points now.
We want to give a quick thanks to Blaze Streaming Media for providing superior quality live streaming of the Big O.
Getting off to a start, number 23, Sonic Boom out there skating for Austin. Got knocked around a little bit, but does have lead jammer.
Nice hit to the outside. Cashman's down.
Looks like we're gonna have a full 2-minute jam because Sonic Boom was sent to the box.
Ooh,
oh,
nice little spin move there on the outside by Sonic Boom. He's through, picks up 5 points.
Sorry, it was Cashman that got sent to the box. It's very early for me.
It's early here in Eugene, Oregon.
I was about to go get coffee. It's another 5 points picked up by Sonic Boom from Austin.
Austin picks up 5 more points, and here comes the great jammer back on the track.
Cashman is back on the track for the Dreadnaughts. He's going to be met with a whole wall of Austin.
A nice bump to the outside, recycles Sonic Boom back to the pack, but he takes the inside through and picks up another 5 points. This is exactly the jam that Austin needed to pull in front of Red Deer Dreadnaughts.
Looks like on that one, they were concentrating on their jammer and
5 more points for Austin on that last pass. In the meantime, the Dreadnaughts jammer hung up in the pack. Finally gets through after Princess Harley Quinn is called for an out of play.
Cashman takes advantage of that non-moving pack, picks up a couple points, and there we go. That is the jam. If you're wondering how you can get involved with the Big O while you're at home, we would love to see your furry pals enjoying the Big O. Send us pictures of your cats and dogs to hashtag Big O Cats and hashtag Big O Dogs. We're animal lovers out here. What can we say?
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing.
Animals love Derby too.
They do. We're currently on a timeout for the Dreadnaughts.
We'd like to thank Bruce Skate Noose, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. You spend a lot of money on those skates. Don't shove them in a bag full of sweaty gear. Your skates hate that. Get the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. Keep your skates aired out and show them off with Bruce Skate Noose. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or online at bruisedsn.com.
We are ending that timeout. And we're suddenly on screen.
Yeah. When I walked up and saw the camera facing our seats, I was like, what's this?
It's a little nerve-wracking. I saw myself up and I was like, my makeup looks okay.
I had not known about this in advance, but here we are.
Yeah, guess what?
Oh, a nice jump.
Not nice enough, though.
Not quite.
Oh, no, he did get through. I thought they were calling. I keep mixing it up. I thought they were calling the cut on him for somehow.
Yeah, well, he made it. He pulled that off.
And it was brilliant.
It was. There was another hop over
statement.
him falling.
Oof.
I got to say, I love Hoppy Roller Derby.
I do, too. I'm not going to lie.
That's my secret confession, folks. Boldy Knox loves Hoppy Roller Derby.
So it is going to turn into a power jam for Austin. Dreadnaughts jammer is in the box.
And now so is Antrax for Austin. And here we go. Woodman back on the track. Facing only 2 opposing blockers, though. Makes that one look pretty easy. Picks up 5 points. Meanwhile, Antrax facing 3 guys up front. Hit to the outside. Forced back by Wheeler. Woodman's having a hard time up at the back there. That's PB and Jam giving him so much trouble.
In the meantime, Antrax picks up 4 more points for Austin. He's about ready to re-enter the pack. He slides past his own players, of course, is caught up on Dreadnaught's defenses. There's a little bit of a stumble. He is through again. 5 more points for Austin. And it turns into a power jam as the Dreadnaughts jammer heads to the box.
Anarchy blockers, that jam, did a great job keeping in play and managing to hold Black Woodman. They held him back for a significant amount of time and a significant amount of track, so that was a really good strategy that worked well for them. They are now up 48-35. After a slow first couple of jams, I bet they're enjoying that. A little bit of a lead there.
We are on a team timeout for Austin.
If you're sitting at home and have an opinion, I bet you do. Tell us who you think should play on the Big O MVP team against Team USA on Sunday night. Use the tournament hashtag Big O 2015 and hashtag MVPs. Let us know what you think.
Excellent. Only 10 minutes away. We can run over there at halftime.
This is something I look forward to every year, like it's a national holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, I take off work,
Right.
you know. It's my favorite.
That's fair. This is my first time at this. Yeah.
Welcome to the Big O.
Thank you.
We're so glad you came.
I'm pretty excited.
Actually, the Big O is where I first announced my very first bout.
Nice.
Back at the first Big O on the scrimmage track.
Nice.
Years and years ago.
Was it 4 or 5 years?
5.
Nice.
So here we are back on the track. Sharknado up for Austin Anarchy. Hit to the inside, back, but only a bit behind the jammer line, and he doesn't care. He's fighting hard. Gets through, picks up lead jammer.
We are still on Austin's power jam, but Dreadnaughts jammer is standing in the box. It's only going to last a few more seconds to see if Sharknado can take advantage of these last remaining
He
seconds.
certainly hoped to. He's been peeking over at that penalty box, seeing when Woodman was going to get released. Skated past all the Austin blockers there on his first pass through. He's ready to score some points. But that is the jam. Austin picks up another 3, bringing their lead to 56-35. We've got some pretty fantastic folks here. I'm really happy to all the people that are tuning in all over the world. Thanks for joining us. We have 36 teams at the Big O this year. That's pretty exciting.
It is.
And here we are. Looks like both jammers hit to the outside of the track. Well, one to the inside, one to the outside. We get through. Sonic Boom is through first, picks up lead jammer for Austin. Meanwhile, Wheeler fighting hard, and a little spin move in turn 3. He gets through his first pass. Sonic Boom, nice little hop, picks up 4 points. He clears that pack.
Wheeler's still stuck in the pack back there. Looks like he has an opening, but every time he has an opening, somebody gets in his way. Now he's stuck behind Austin's defenses, but his teammates are trying to help him out, but he's only got 2 of them left on the floor right now.
Meanwhile, Sonic Boom just slicing through that pack. Sonic Boom gets the nod from his bench coach. Go ahead, take another lap, score some more points. So that's what he's on the path to do. Meanwhile, Wheeler stuck in the pack. Nice strong Austin wall up front.
Incredible defense there for number 8 ball for Austin Energy.
Has to go all the way back behind Brass Monkey, one of my personal favorite Beastie Boys songs. Meanwhile, Sonic Boom is just like, well, I'm just going to go around and skate and pick up points. Don't mind me. Another 5 for him. Austin pulling a significant lead in this one. Again, the blockers in the pack are doing a tremendous job of holding back the Dreadnaughts jammer.
Sonic Boom getting through once again with 5 points on the board. It's bringing a pretty substantial lead for Austin now. We're going to leave off 42-83 in favor of Austin with about 15 minutes left in this half.
Taking over this game, 83 for Austin and 42 for the Dreadnaughts. Austin starting out slow, but finding their pace and actually coming back, tossing down some significant domination thus far.
Do you think you don't like yoga out there, people of the world? Well, Flat Mac Roller Derby might change your mind. Yoga for your roller derby body, schedule, and budget. Want to skate longer, harder, and with less pain? Time to get on the yoga mat with Flat Mat.
Out there, Cashman for the Dreadnaughts has got lead jammer status. Looks like Antrax has just gotten through for Austin on his initial pass. Both of them on their first scoring pass. Antrax comes back in and is pushed around a little bit, but gets through 5 points up for Austin.
Meanwhile, PB and Jam just keeping Cashman to the outside. Antrax through, picks up another 5 points. Hits the pack again, making it look like nothing out there, just slices right through. Until he meets the guys at the front of the pack.
Yeah, that's how it always goes, right? It's turned into a power jam for Austin.
Incredible how much they're waterfalling.
Not sure how much they'll be able to do with it with Dreadnaughts defenses being so good.
Well, they've certainly taken advantage of that. That's been I think, third or fourth time now that the jammer's been in the box for the Dreadnaughts, and Austin's had a power jam.
Pack is slowed almost to a standstill.
Gets a back block penalty, sent to the penalty box.
Okay, I was like, that is Antrax, right? He's taking the panty off. Way to confuse me.
And it's back on now. Meanwhile, Cashman gets through, picks up 5 points. And the tables have turned.
So the natural conclusion of that jam.
Beast, you reminded me, I know that all of you
Not sure if any points were picked up on that last pass. It looks like there's
clean as possible, so
some confirmation going. Dreadnaughts are going to be sitting at 47. Austin 1 point away from the century mark. We've got about 12 minutes left in this half.
Throw it in and help us to keep this a very low impact environmentally on the tournament.
Absolutely.
An official timeout is called. I think they're going to be double checking a few things.
Luckily, they have little pictures on the
Yay for double checking.
Yay. And it was a really quick official timeout. Awesome. So, right as I say it, it ends.
You know, that was a fast double check. Austin Jammer starting this one in the box, Antrax.
It's Woodman out there for the Dreadnaughts.
again, some big defensive plays right out of the gate.
Both teams seem to be rotating through about 4 jammers each. Antrax released from the penalty box. Meanwhile, Woodman is sent to the penalty box for a back block. Had a little star pass there. Now Sharknado putting on the jammer panty. Up against a wall.
No, go ahead. It's the moment's past now. Go ahead.
But he got through, so there you go.
Yeah, that's what I was.
In short, he got through. We got both jammers back on the track now.
Dreadnaughts is keeping their defensive walls at the front of the pack, it seems like, repeatedly. Sharknado manages to wrangle his way through, picking up 5 more points for Austin. In the meantime, Woodman is recycled back to the back of the pack, and it's going to have to try to get through Antrax 8-ball and 2 more of Austin's blockers. Well, it looks like 8-ball is being sent off, actually. So no 3.
Princess Harley Quinn doing a nice job blocking at the back of that pack as well, holding Woodman. Meantime, Sharknado's got another 4 points for Austin.
Austin having passed the century mark here.
Woodman's going to be coming into his first scoring pass. Gets knocked around a little bit, but makes it through pretty cleanly. 4 points picked up for each team on that pass. Austin's lead is ever widening, 55 to 116.
Don't forget, you can live tweet us at ECRG. or at ACRG_the Big O, because our social media team here is working like crazy all weekend. Austin takes it up to the pivot line, forms a nice strong wall up front. Meanwhile, Wingman out there hops past it. He's not lead jammer though. That's PB and Jam from Austin picking up lead jammer.
Whoa.
With a nice hop on the inside. Lands, turns, and calls it off. That was just pretty.
Gonna have Sonic Boom out there again for Austin. An empty penalty box. We've got 5-on-5. Sonic Boom's gonna take the outside while everybody's distracted, leaving a wide open lead jam for Austin.
Huge hit to the outside. Sonic Boom back at the back of the pack.
He calls it off just as Wheeler comes into the pack. 2 points picked up by Dreadnaughts. 1 point picked up by Austin on that last pass.
And we can definitely find a job for you.
I love that word, foyer.
It classes up the joint.
It's so much more classy than vestibule. All right, looks like our Jam 50 just about to get underway here.
These two are two of 7 teams that are here for men's roller derby. This Big O tournament. Looks like Piper from Dreadnaughts gets on through, but no one picks up any points there.
I'm guessing that's a defensive strategy on Red Deer's part.
Looks like Dreadnaughts are calling a timeout.
I think they're going to be calling an official review.
All right, and here we go.
What's happening?
And maybe also possibly roller derby. I'm just
They
going
do,
with that.
they do a little bit of that too. And actually, they've got 3 gift certificates in the round.
If you're having fun out there and want to tag the event on social media, hashtag BigO2015. Don't forget to send us pictures of your cat and or dog watching the Big O. Tag them hashtag Big O Cats or hashtag Big O Dogs.
I feel like cats would be more into roller derby. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Let's see. Let's take a poll this weekend and see who likes roller derby more, cats or dogs.
I feel like dogs are too easily distracted, whereas cats kind of zero in on one thing.
Have that focus.
Yeah. I've thought too much about this. That's the facts.
Dogs are always getting up to go get a beer.
Right.
And cats are sitting there just
cats
ready
are like,
to watch.
The jam is on.
Jam is on. If they're on the track, the cat's ready.
It's true.
All right, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Folks, it's up to you. Help us out with this dilemma. The world needs to know.
Also, cat pics. Huge
there you
fan.
Go. I know.
I'm just trying to push for more cat pics.
Cat pics.
Look at this. Official review is finished. I'm going to get started here in about 5 seconds.
Just about 5. Looking at 57 Dreadnaughts to 122 Austin. Austin blockers have been doing just an extremely amazing job in the pack of holding back the Dreadnaught jammers. 8 ball there jamming for Austin. Hit to the inside, recycled back. Meanwhile, Dreadnaughts pick up lead jammer. That there is Motivation up jamming for the first time. He's through and picks up another 4 points.
8 balls entering his first scoring pass. It is called off. Strategery and that. Dreadnaughts picking up just a couple of points. Might have to nickel and dime this gap away. 61 to 122 with about 6 minutes left in this half.
For DJing now, because I think all these people would be asleep if it wasn't for him.
That's right. As a matter of fact, some of them may even be asleep.
I am actually asleep.
Me too.
Starting off, each team is going to have 1 blocker in the box. So there's no advantage. That's Sonic Boom out there for Austin. Ziggy Scarcrest for Dreadnaughts, who is your lead jammer. Looks like some of his teammates making their way to the box, leaving only 2 Dreadnaught blockers on the track right now. They're going to be joined by Woodman and exchanged out for another. So again, there's still 2 Dreadnaught blockers. They're faring pretty well.
Both jammers through that last lap, picked up 4 points each. Here they are again. Sonic Boom actually leaves taking the lead out of the pack that time with 4 points.
Ziggy calling that off. 2 points picked up by the Dreadnaughts on that last pass.
Don't forget, LTD offering some special stuff here for the Big O in our community. LTD is the best way to connect.
Can I use them to get back to California?
No.
4 minutes left of the half here. Meanwhile, PB and Jam hops right through the middle, picks up lead jammer before he even hits the first turn. Meanwhile, Dreadnaughts forcing Wheeler through the middle of the pack. PB and Jam again hops through, picks up 4 points. Gains on Wheeler there. Wheeler facing a strong wall, Austin Wall in the background.
Dreadnaughts with only a few of their blockers on the floor once again. PB and Jam gets through for a 5-point pass.
PB and Jam taking the inside, big hit by number 46, Radinch. But he still gets through first, picks up 5 points there. Wheeler tripping and hipping on the inside, picks up a cut track penalty. Sent to the penalty box. Meanwhile, PB and Jam through, picks up 5 points. Sorry, that looked really easy, and I know that it's not. And he's having a great time. I don't know if you can see his face, but he's having a blast out there.
My favorite derby is Smiley Derby. That's what we've got. Like, you're so happy, and I'm so happy for you. Happy for your 5 points.
Smiley Hoppy Derby.
Yep.
That's how PB and Jam plays. And he does that again.
Yeah, little resistance. I think it looked to me, did the Dreadnaughts not field all 4 blockers? Because I saw there was 1 in the box and 2 on the floor. And like a mystery blocker.
That's a good question. At one point, they only had 2 out there and 1 over there.
Yeah, so I think they might have accidentally forgot to field their last blocker, which gives some advantage to Austin, of course.
A significant advantage they've got now with a 164 to 71 lead. Nice strong pack. Both blockers fighting that wall. That's Sharknado for Austin up against Wheeler for Dreadnaughts.
It's going to turn into a power jam for Austin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here. Wheeler sent to the box. Lead jammer is Austin. Otherwise, the box is empty. Everybody is on the floor, and there's kind of a swarm. Sharknado comes through, picking up another 5 points for Austin.
Sharknado up against that Dreadnaught wall up front. Just going to push his way through, not give up there, and there he is through with his 5 points. Looks like that was a multiplayer block on Queso for Austin. He is sent to the box. Both teams down a blocker now. And that is the end of the jam. We'll have time for at least one more jam in this half. Looking like Austin's got 178 to 71 Dreads. Again, thanks for tuning in. If you're out there, all you folks watching online, we'll be here all weekend at the Big O. Eugene, Oregon, Emerald City Roller Girls. Well, look at that. Wingman just skipped right on through the inside of that track before turn 1, picked up lead jammer, and now he's back again. Meanwhile, Sonic Boom, some quick footwork keeps him in the track.
Was there no points picked up? Oh, no.
Looks like, I thought they called 2 points, but it looks like only one came on the bowl. No, it was 71. 73, 178, 2 points for the Dreadnaughts that bout. That jom, as it were.
Man, I don't know. I was like, what accent could that possibly be?
Did we mention it's time for coffee? Send coffee! We're going to take a couple-minute break during halftime, and we will catch you in the second half. All right, folks, we are back. First morning of the Big O tournament. I am Boldy Knox.
I am Julia Sleazer.
And we are here at the Austin Anarchy versus Red Deer Dreadnaughts men's roller derby bout. Second half. First half, Austin putting a hurting on 178 to the Dreadnaughts 73. Not impossible to come back from.
No, of course not.
But Austin has been showing some extremely hard defense in the pack, really working on holding the jammers back from Red Dreadnaughts, blah, blah, blah. At the same time keeping themselves in play. So they're really conscious of time and space. It's been really excellent to watch. And their jammers are just little hoppy things.
It's true.
That have been getting through and picking up all kinds of points. Here we are with Wingman up jamming for the Dreadnaughts.
He's gonna he's gonna take a track cut. That's PB and Jam out there for Austin. I got excited.
Excite away.
Okay. Great.
She got some coffee over the halftime, folks, so here we are.
It's on.
It's on.
So on. I've got this. PB and Jam did get through, but is not lead jammer. He is the only jammer on the floor, though. So he's picking up 5 points after making it past Wheeler from Dreadnaughts.
Meanwhile, it looks like Wingman is now standing up in the penalty box.
He is so ready to go. PB and Jam getting knocked out to the inside. Coming back in. I think he's all right. Yeah, 4 points on the board for Austin. Wingman from Dreadnaughts is now back in play, so Austin's power jam is finished. PB and Jam getting past that last Red Deer blocker, picking up 4 more points for Austin.
Princess Harlequin doing another fantastic job of blocking at the back. Just hit Wingman to the outside, forced him to recycle back, and again hits him to the outside. Apparently picked up a forearm there, and he'll be taking a trip to the box. Meanwhile, Wheeler, 93 from Dreadnaughts, picks up a low block. Both jammers approaching the back of the pack. PB and Jam picked up 5 points on that last one.
This is Wingman's first scoring pass through. Oh, he's being called off for a back block, so we are on. Can you power jam 2 in the same jam?
Apparently.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
The double power jam?
I don't know what it is. So it is what it is. That's the natural conclusion of that jam. think we're ending 73 for the Red Deer Dreadnaughts, 202 for Austin Anarchy.
That means Dreadnaughts did not pick up 1 point that jam, while Austin picked up 24.
Look at you with your math. Nice.
Winging it.
Yeah, I was like,
They picked up a lot.
they picked up several points.
They
How's
did,
that?
a lot. We got Sonic Boom on the track for Anarchy. Picks up lead jammer once he gets past Piper. Sonic Boom gets some nice offense from his team. Meanwhile, they turn their focus to Wingman. Defense at the back.
Look at that amazing Austin defense, setting up virtually impenetrable wall.
The Dreadnaughts have been focused on getting their jammer through, but now they got to regroup because Sonic Boom is approaching the back of the pack. Pushes and hops his way through and calls off that jam.
Just as Wingman approached the back of the pack, nothing picked up by Dreadnaughts. 4 more points picked up by Austin.
As he went to block the jammer, the whistle blew, and he just, there you go. You just switch around.
I have to say, and I had nothing to do with this, so I think it's okay for me to say, I think the camera work is amazing.
No, it's really great.
I mean, ECRG has done an amazing job setting this whole tournament up, and it just keeps getting better every year. And I just get to come announce and brag about how great they are. So, third jam of the second half starting. We got Austin Anarchy versus Red Deer Dreadnaughts. If you're just joining us around the world, Dreadnaughts Motivation pushing hard, hopping through on the inside, picks up lead jammer. Meanwhile, Sharknado's fighting hard, trying to get through on the outside, and he is successful there.
So Sharknado about halfway around the track from making his first scoring pass. It's going to be called off.
Motivation has that luxury. Pick up a couple points, call it off, and be done.
Yeah. I think that's what the kids call the hit it and quit it.
Sorry, my mind went somewhere else really quickly for being this early on a Friday morning. I apologize out there, folks.
I was trying to use normal terminology.
All right. Well, you know, back to the bout. Todd-O-Matic is jamming for the first time for the Anarchy. Meanwhile, we've got Cashman up for the Dreadnaughts. He has lead jammer, picks up 3 points and calls it off there.
3 points also picked up by Austin as well. That's the first points Austin. Oh, no, I'm going to lie. Never mind. I'm going to lie.
Stop that lying.
I'm working on it.
Don't forget, if you're at home and want to get involved with us here at the Big O, send pictures of your dog and or cat watching roller derby. Help us answer the age-old question of who prefers roller derby more, cats or dogs. Tag them hashtag Big O Cats or hashtag Big O Dogs. Help us, world.
In the meantime, Brass Monkey out there jamming for Austin, taking a pretty big hit to the outside, getting recycled back. That gives Wheeler the opportunity to get lead jammer for Dreadnaughts.
That's exactly what they need.
What? It's going to get called off. No points picked up on that pass by the Dreadnaughts.
Brass Monkey thinking he picked up 3.
Yeah, and it looks like F and Ref thinks that as well.
Well, you got to listen to the refs.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I was like, you can think you got 3 points all you. Oh, okay.
Don't forget, if you're around Eugene Springfield area, LTD, the best way to connect.
You would think I would do that by now, but no. All right, here we go. Jam underway.
Sonic Boom out there for Austin again. Against
Piper. That's Piper for the Dreadnaughts.
Sorry. I was looking at the wrong side. That is Piper from the Dreadnaughts. Sonic Boom is lead jammer for Austin. Got a pretty fast pack going. Sonic zooming up there to catch up with them.
Yeah, the Dreadnaughts keeping up the pace of that pack while staying together up front. Meanwhile, Sonic Boom's getting a little offensive help, takes a hit to the outside, falls, and calls that jam. Neither jammer picks up any points that jam. I don't know if you folks can hear it at home. Probably not, since it's not on mic, but the DJ's doing an outstanding job here at Track 1.
It's true.
You'll just have to take my word for it, folks. Number 5, that's Todd-O-Matic. He is through first for Austin, picks up lead jammer.
Wingman is out there for Dreadnaughts. He's stuck behind PB&J and Chip Queso.
PB&J, an all-around really great player, both jammer and blocker.
Wingman picking up a track cut. So it's going to turn into a, oh, I'm sorry, forearm. I should look at their hands, right?
It helps.
5 points picked up by Todd-O-Matic by Austin. For us. Man. You know what?
It's okay. It's happening, people.
Okay.
It happened. You'll notice that Austin uses this same lineup during power jams. Let the Dreadnaughts take the front across the track. They line up in a single file on the inside of the track. Seems to help them get their jammer tune nice and quick. Certainly working for them thus far.
I have to wonder with all of the split now with legal last names versus derby names, whether Wingman is Wingman or John.
So we're going to be starting off with a short power start for Austin. Dreadnaughts jammer is already standing in the box.
He'll be ready to join that pack any second. Sharknado is going to take advantage of it as much as he can, though, but he was knocked the outside, recycled to the back. Therefore, Wingman is up front, picks up lead jammer as he's through first on the outside. Sharknado not too far behind him.
Looks like Sharknado, number 135, and that is the
2 points picked up by Dreadnaughts, 2 points also picked up by Austin. Austin extending its pretty substantial lead at this point. We're at 82 to 233 with just under 20 minutes left in this game.
150 is hard to come back from with only 20 minutes.
But they could.
Not impossible, just very, very challenging. We got PB and Jam up on the line for Austin as his blockers move up and take the pivot line, lining up waiting for Wheeler. Little hop to the outside puts him out at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, PB and Jam takes advantage of the confusion on the outside, goes for it. He's not lead jammer, though.
Yeah, Wheeler still has control of whether or not he even wants to call this off. He seems distracted behind Austin's wall there. PB and Jam back in the back of the pack, also stuck behind the Dreadnaughts defenses.
Nice strong wall by the Dreadnaughts. They're really holding PB and Jam back.
So that's 4 points picked up by Austin. Nothing was picked up. That was a little bit confusing.
That was a little confusing.
Yeah, so Wheeler was lead, but he got recycled back into the pack after he'd been called lead. So coming back out, when Austin came through on their first scoring pass, he was exiting on his initial pass, though he'd already been called lead.
Yep.
That messed me up. I'm good. I got it.
Go team.
Got a high five. Don't be jelly.
And it looks like we have a team timeout.
Jinx.
Jinx.
No, you can't talk until I say your name. This is what coffee does to me. Sorry. Go on.
Folks out there watching, tell us who you think should play the Big O MVP tournament against Team USA on Sunday night. Use the tournament hashtag Big O 2015 and hashtag MVPs. Let us know what you think.
Hit This Derby Gear is your locally owned and operated derby store. You can shop online at hitthisderbygear.com or in store at 1335 Madison Street, Salem, Oregon. And remember, before you hit the track, hit this.
Nice. Very, very nice. I may be a bit biased being from Oregon, but I sure do love Oregon roller derby. So Cherry City up in Salem, neat team up there. Glad they've got a cool skate shop. We've got a lot of great vendors here. If you're out there watching online, buy your tickets for next year. We do this every year. Yeah. Come play next year. Eugene's a great town.
In the meantime, Todd-O-Matic from Austin is lead jammer.
Meanwhile, Cashman stuck in the pack, hit to the inside, recycled to the back, allowing Todd-O-Matic to get through, picking up 5 points. Dreadnaughts have 1 blocker on the track right now. 2 are about to make their way back in. 1's in the penalty box, making it much easier for Todd-O-Matic to slice through and pick up another 5 points. Meanwhile, Cashman has no one to help him offensively.
Todd-O-Matic coming through on the inside, bopping one guy and moving on, picking up 4 more points for Austin just as Cashman comes in on his scoring pass.
Couple little hops takes him through on the inside. Todd-O-Matic, lead jammer, picking up 4 points right on Cashman's tail. And he calls it off. You can't hear, folks, but we can hear our announcers that are the house announcers, and they're making us giggle.
It's true.
Super nice, super fun times here at the Big O. The Big O puts a smile on everyone's face. All right, here we go. That's the jam whistle. Both teams forming strong walls. We got Sonic Boom fighting the Dreadnought wall up front for Austin, and Motivation fighting the Austin Anarchy guys in the back.
Wheeler from Dreadnaughts being sent off for a multiplayer block. Meantime, Sonic Boom is coming in, takes quite a hit, pops back up, and is going to make his way through the rest of the pack, picking up 4 more points for Austin. Motivation is through, and the jam is over.
I tell you what, those penalty box NSO officials are working hard today.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been like a constant rotation in and out of that penalty box.
Did you know earlier when I said did they not field all 4 of their blockers?
Yeah.
One of them had fouled out.
Aha.
And I just didn't see it. This has been a pretty penalty-heavy bout, to be sure.
Fouling out in the first half.
Yep.
It happens.
It does. You saw it here.
All right.
Each team going to start off with a blocker in the box and no advantage. Piper from Dreadnaughts is your lead jammer.
Princess Harley Quinn on the line for Austin, working hard. He's done some amazing work blocking, but this is his first time up jamming.
He slides through and he is ready to score. About half a track back, and it's going to turn into a power jam for Princess Harley Quinn as Dreadnaughts jammer is called off for skating out of bounds. I looked at his hands that time.
Hands.
Nailed it. So we're going to have a full 2-minute jam, of which we have about 1:10 left. 5 points on the board for Austin. Dreadnaughts are setting up their wall. Each team has, well, one team has 1 block in the box. The other has 2. Dreadnaughts wall being set up. Wasn't hard for Princess Harley Quinn to get through. 5 more points on the board for Austin, whose power jam has just ended as Piper re-enters the pack.
Piper only had to face one blocker from Austin there up against Brass Monkey. Made it through, picked up his 4 points.
Piper getting knocked into the inside and recycled back, but not terribly far. Got a pretty slow pack, so we should be able to catch up. Meantime, looks like there's going to be a panty pass from Princess Harley Quinn to Brass Monkey. So 4 points picked up from each side, and it's going to turn into a power jam for Austin, which will turn into a power start as Piper is sent to the box.
There was a lot of confusion on Brass Monkey's part there if he was allowed to continue skating as jammer.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time looking to the inside before that jam ended.
We are at an OTO, so everybody can get things straightened out.
At this point, with a commanding lead like 272, Austin's holding against the Dreadnaughts 90 points. They have the luxury of jamming any of their skaters and playing around a little bit with a panty pass. Meanwhile, Dreadnaughts jammers, they've been jamming about 6 guys consistently the first half and second half so far. So they're starting to show a little sign of fatigue. It's a lot harder when you're jamming, working so hard, whereas Austin has, like I said, the option of jamming whoever they like.
Very, very cool. We've never had that before. It looks great. So thank you to Cha-Cha and Morgan for putting that together.
So it looks like they've handed the jammer panty back to Princess Harlequin, who is sitting in the penalty box along with Piper. So currently, both jammers are sitting in the penalty box.
All right.
And the officials are officiating.
That's what they do.
And they're good at it.
I know.
I'm in a great mood this morning. I'm loving everything.
I'm feeling pretty good about stuff myself.
I know.
I gotta say.
Although I will say, this is the earliest we've ever started on Friday.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Usually your 9:30s were reserved to Sunday morning.
Fair.
But not today, folks. Today we are up and at 'em. Although now, what time is it? Good grief. It's already 10:47 here. I mean, we've been awake for hours. Coffee.
I'm fine, though. Where I come from, that means it's like almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm like, everything's fine.
Where are you in from? I didn't even ask.
I'm in from Missouri.
Missouri.
Yep.
Nice. When did you get here?
I got here yesterday about noon.
Excellent.
And just kind of hung around town.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Beautiful weather here in Eugene.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, we killed it for having people in to visit because it is just gorgeous outside. The event center here, Lane Event Center, great place. We've been having it here for 3 or 4 years now. Looks like the guys are back on the track, smiling, joking around. The officials are still figuring stuff out. And as of right now, only Austin's jammer is in the penalty box. And Dreadnaughts jammer is on the track. So we'll see how it plays out moving forward.
Sure.
But what I really want to know is whose cat or dog is watching right now?
Yeah.
Whose cat or dog is watching the Big O tournament? Send us your pictures. Tag them, hashtag Big O Cats or hashtag Big O Dogs. Let us know who likes roller derby more, cats or dogs.
It's cats.
The world needs to know.
Spoiler, it's cats. Who's gonna sit still long enough to watch a whole roller derby about cats? They're gonna fall asleep a bunch, but it's gonna be adorable. We are back underway. Austin tightly keeping back Dreadnaughts jammer, who's on a power jam right now. That's Piper out there, lead jammer for Red Deer Dreadnaughts. We have a pretty much not moving at all pack.
Piper jammed the last jam.
Yeah.
He ended it in the penalty box. He's up on the track now, while Princess Harlequin for Austin is in the penalty box, but he is now standing, so he'll be in at any moment. Looks like the Dreadnaughts were expecting him. Nice strong wall at the back of the pack there. The panty is off. It's still in Princess Harlequin's hands, though.
I think he was going to continue with
Pantyless?
where he left off last jam after.
With the pass.
Yeah, with the pass. He's like, nope.
And shut down again.
Yep.
But looks like, no, I was going to say everyone's on the track, but that is not true. Austin has a blocker in the box. So the Dreadnaughts are starting with a full pack and jammer. Looks like
Brass Monkey, I think. Oh, no, sorry, that's 8-ball.
8-ball.
Just shoving his way through the pack. Lead jammer for Austin. There has been a panty pass.
Yeah,
on
the
behalf of
gesture
the
over
Dreadnaughts.
now has it. There was a lot of confusion and whistling on that last one.
Yep.
Indeed.
True story.
So it looks like they're all figuring it out now.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Meanwhile, that Austin blocker that started that jam in the penalty box is still in the penalty box, meaning that was a very short jam.
It was a very short jam. Right now, the Dreadnaughts are sitting on 100. Austin on 273. We've got just about 11 minutes left in this game.
PB and Jam up on the line for Austin, fighting his way to the front. A little hop and a turn, and he is through, picking up lead jammer.
I guess, I don't know.
There's so much confusion going on right now.
There was
with
a
the
panty
Dreadnaughts.
pass from Dreadnaughts to Jester, and then it looked like he was being called for out of play, but just the warning. So I guess Dreadnaughts jammer is in the box, but he's re-entering right now. Just as PB and Jam is called off for a track cut.
So right now, Motivation has the panty in his hand. He just passed it up through to Piper. And they are having, the panty pass has been a big struggle the past jam or two.
Yup.
So Piper has 2 panties. Now he's sitting down.
All the panties. All the panties. Is he in the box as a jammer?
I believe he's in the box as a blocker because he's not sitting in the jammer spot. So we have a jammerless jam because the pivot has the
he
panty.
retains the position, but he's not an active jammer.
Yep.
The old jammer.
So now here comes Austin's jammer, PB and Jam. They're playing the Jeopardy music here.
Word. I want to hug this DJ pretty hard.
I know. Loves to the DJ. Now Piper supposedly is the jammer and the blocker. He's got the panty in his hand. He did no blocking up against PB and Jam just now. So PB and Jam is just going to do what he does, hop and smile and get on through the pack.
That's how I like it.
So we have one jammer.
It's
and
all
that
good,
jam is over.
because that jam is finished.
That jam?
I've just been like,
okay,
this jam can end.
I
We'll
know.
never speak of this again.
We are brushing our hands of that jam.
I'm going to wash them.
But
washing my hands of that jam.
The coaches are not done with that jam, people.
Yeah,
they
they're not.
have gone.
This is when I was like,
the
I wish
refs.
we had an alt ref to run and be like, hey, here's what happened, because right now I'm like,
I know.
Can we just move on with our lives?
So again, the coaches have gone to the middle of the track, talking to the referees, trying to find out what happened in that last jam. Again, just a really short recap. There was a panty pass to Piper, who was the pivot. He got called as a penalty while he was still a pivot, but he had hold of the jammer panty. He went to the box as a pivot, served his time as a pivot while holding the jammer panty. When he re-entered the track, he did not put on the jammer panty and continued to play as a blocker. Therefore, Austin had a jammer, the only jammer on the track for the majority of that
Could it
jam.
be, though, I thought that would not the original jammer retain the position of jammer but just be inactive, but he could still act as a jammer?
But that's not what happened.
I know that's not what happened, but I posed that question. Is that not the case? Could not that have happened? See, that's why we didn't need to talk about this jam ever again, because that's what I've been thinking, and now I've asked you, and now
See,
I
now
feel
you're
like
saying
we're never
never
gonna
talk
be
about it
friends.
again, and I'm about to say, hey, guys, tweet about this. If you're watching at home, tell us what you think about this jam. Tweet, tag them at ECRG or at ECRG_ the big O. Tell us what on earth you thought about that jam.
Or just take a picture of your face on your feelings on that jam. I'm fine with that too. I have a friend that does that all the time. If you want to know how he's feeling, he just snaps a picture. Boom.
Face feelings.
Yeah.
Show us your faces, what you thought of that jam. And don't forget, LTD, Lane Transit District, the best way to connect.
If you have questions, you can ask Colin after the game. We'll be happy to fill you in on that. No, that's the sort of thing that just makes it incredibly.
Notorious Red, Notorious Gear Deodorant by Notorious RED. Smell clean even if you play dirty. Pick up some of the Fast Girls Skates booth.
Their mind goes to places that just don't have the capacity.
Looks like
So
everything's sorted.
from everywhere.
We're going to get the
We
action
didn't-
back underway in just a few seconds.
Yeah, we did not get any information about what the discussion was about, but we are back on the track. Sonic Boom just waltzes through on the inside. Meanwhile, Motivation is through the pack, but not quite so smoothly.
Dreadnought Jammer is out of the back. It's 3082. Motivation.
Sonic Boom taking a hit to the outside, decides to call that jam. Austin facing 300 points, while Dreadnaughts are right at 100.
Got an empty penalty box. We got 5-on-5 on the track. I believe that is going to be Todd-O-Matic out there for Austin. Didn't quite see who's jamming for Dreadnought. Yeah, it is Cashman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get underway. We are underway.
So the jam is on. There's just some jammer fun going on back there. Dreadnaught's got a pretty good wall going up front. Austin, however, keeping Cashman back, knocking him to the inside, recycling him back. Then Austin's jammer gets knocked to the outside, recycled to the back. That gives Cashman the advantage. Gets through, and Dreadnaughts has lead jammer. That is the end of that jam. 2 points picked up by Dreadnaughts.
Folks, I got some information. Remember that jam that we agreed to never speak of again?
I do.
What happened was the jammer for Dreadnought started the jam with the panty off.
Oh.
And came onto the track with it off with the intention of
Oh.
handing it off. So since he did not have it on his helmet, he was
Okay.
not allowed to start with it in his hand. So
Okay,
therefore,
okay.
they had to continue that whole jam
So it really was
without a
jammerless.
jammer.
I
It was.
thought he had taken it out after. Okay.
But here's my question. Did any of you at home get that right? Did any of you tweet in?
Because this has all been a test.
I know. So who got that right? Anyone out there? Let us know. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter. We're all over the place.
It's true. In the meantime, Motivation from Dreadnaughts is your lead jammer, and there's been a panty pass to Shogun from Austin, who is hot on the heels. Oops. Oh, Motivation being called on a track cut, so it's going to turn into a power jam for Austin.
That's Shogun's first jam of the night.
Day.
Even though it's a power jam, that was not easy. Took a little bit of a beating there in turn 2.
Picked up 5 points, though.
The Dreadnought jammer is in the box. He is keeping his panty on, so we should be fine.
Help from his friends in white. Shogun still coming up against him.
Shogun through again, despite the defensive efforts of the Dreadnaughts. Austin picks up another 5 points. Little hit to the outside, stays up on his skates, recycled back to the back. Meanwhile, we got the Dreadnaughts jammer back in, having a hard time up front against Austin's wall. Antrax working hard to make sure he's not going anywhere. Brass Monkey with a hit to the inside. Motivation not giving up. But neither is the Austin defense.
Three more points picked up by Austin, 4 points picked up by the Dreadnaughts. They are now at 106 to Austin's 309 with about 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Just over 4 minutes left in this first bout on track 1 of Friday of the Big O tournament. Thanks for joining us, everyone out there. We got the Red Deer Dreadnaughts up against Austin Anarchy. Piper's up jamming for the Dreadnaughts, picking up lead jammer there, up against 8 Ball.
8 Ball, he gets around the outside, picks up lead jammer. We're gonna talk faster.
0-0 jam. Everybody take a sip of your coffee.
No one scores on that jam, and here we go, just over 3 minutes left. Really appreciate all the teams that came from all over the world, all the refs, NSO, announcers from all over the place. Come for a good, fun weekend of roller derby up in Eugene, Oregon.
I don't know, thank somebody in pink today.
See somebody wearing pink. Like Sally has a
Tautomatic out there for Austin.
Up against Ziggy Scarcrust.
I really like that name.
Me too.
Tautomatic is lead jammer, while Ziggy is hung up. Oops, sorry.
The gesture over, excuse me, jamming for Dreadnaughts.
You lied.
It happens.
Yeah. Jester is through on his initial pass. 4 points picked up for Austin. Tautomatic trying to decide. He's going to take another pass, and he is. He slides through on the inside. Really no trouble at all for him to get through. Picks up 5 points for Austin. Meantime, Jester is hung up against Princess Harley Quinn and Aquadan. Looks to be getting a little bit winded.
Again, Princess Harley Quinn, some amazing defense
Really?
on the track
Yeah.
today. And a strong leader. He often is the one directing the other blockers and leading the defensive attack. Little jammer on jammer action there. Gesture tries to hit Tautomatic as he gets through. Sneaks through, picks up 5 points though. 4 points.
That's what that hand says.
But he passed that jammer.
That is not for me to discuss. I believe in F and Ref.
We're not wearing stripes,
Yeah.
folks. We're not wearing stripes.
I'm actually really happy F and Ref is from Kansas City.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I'm like, yay, I know him.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm always excited when I come to these things and the officials are so diverse and from all over the country and sometimes from out of the country, so it's nice. 5 more points for Tautomatic, who's just running down the clock because he can. Jester goes back to play a little bit of the offensive jammer just as the jam ends. 4 points picked up by Dreadnaughts. 1 point was picked up. 1 point was picked up by Austin in that last pass, putting us up 110 to 337.
There'll be at least one more jam here, folks.
Facts.
And we are having a great time. We hope you stay tuned in all weekend. I guess some of you might have to work today.
Weirdos with your jobs.
That's okay. Just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
We'll be here all weekend through Sunday.
Sonic Boom out there for Austin takes lead jammer.
Up against Cashman. Gets knocked to the outside. He's recycled back. Meanwhile, we've got a player down. Logan for Dreadnaughts is off the track.
He's taking him, he went down and took himself off the track, so I hope to see him back up and in action in a couple of seconds here. In the meantime, Dreadnaughts jammer being called off for a track cut.
Logan is up and back, skating to his bench. And that is the end of this first bout of the day on track 1. Unofficial score, 343 Austin to 110 Dreadnaughts. Red Deer Dreadnaughts. It's been lovely announcing with you.
It has, you as well.
Good morning.
That is our final then. Dreadnaughts 110, Austin 343 once again.
Stay tuned all weekend for the Big O. We've got women's derby, we've got men's derby, we've got juniors derby. We'll be here all weekend. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.
In pristine condition because I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe. Everybody's just like pumped and ready to go, and it's this culmination of, you know, months worth of hard work. This is your opportunity to go out and leave it all on the track and to try to reach that potential that you are working towards at every single practice. My name is Rachel Rotten. I skate for the Angel City Derby Girls, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Hi, I'm Trish the Dish, and this is Ivana Spankin, and we're here to tell you about Sin City Skates. Sin City Skates began in our Las Vegas living room in 2005, the first shop ever dedicated to roller derby, and has since grown into this 2,000 square foot mecca in San Diego, where we stock everything for our sport. Need help? With a combined on-track experience of over 24 years and still playing, we test everything we sell, and we're happy to share that experience and knowledge with you. So contact us, sincityskates.com.
Tired of fumbling and fighting with your skates wherever you go? We know the struggle is real, so stop the hassle. You pay top dollar for your skates, so stop stuffing them away with your sweaty, smelly gear and show off your prized possession with a Bruce Skate Noose, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. We've been making nooses since 2011. We use the best quality supplies to ensure the best product on the market. With over 50 colors and patterns to choose from, there is certainly a noose to fit your personality and style. Find us online at bruisedsn.com.
I love teamwork when it comes naturally, and it's almost like your teammate is an extension of your own body. That anticipation, where you've worked cerebrally through strategy and skills, and suddenly you're out there in a game and it all comes naturally because you know each other. I love that.
They told us to just sell skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertising, you'll make a mint. That was never our plan. Our plan was to make a store where all day we are fitting skaters, fixing skates, teaching customers, and putting the best gear on their bodies. Before we put 3 W's in front of our name, we made sure we had hundreds of happy customers come through our doors. We're not just Derby owned, we're Derby dedicated. Fast Girl Skates.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Hit this. Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated with 6 years of experience. Hit This Derby Gear can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit us at our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at www.hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you are a new or veteran skater, before you hit the track, hit this.
My name is Lacey Knight and I skate with the Angel City Derby Girls. I've been evolving more and more into just having things that I know are going to be reliable, that they're going to last, and that they're going to do exactly what I want them to do. When you've reached a certain place in your derby career, it becomes less about how much you're spending on the equipment as it is about what it's going to do for you. I need to be able to have it conform to my foot so that it's just an extension of who I am as opposed to this thing that is now on my foot. The right L boot that I have now has been able to successfully do everything I need it to do. This year has even gotten better for me, and my skating is the best it's ever been, and it's the best boot that I've ever had.
My uniform is always in pristine condition because I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe. Everybody's just like pumped and ready to go, and it's this culmination of, months worth of hard work. This is your opportunity to go out and leave it all on the track and to try to reach that potential that you are working towards at every single practice. My name is Rachel Rotten. I skate for the Angel City Derby Girls, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Hi, I'm Trish the Dish, and this is Ivana S. Spankin, and we're here to tell you about Sin City Skates. Sin City Skates began in our Las Vegas living room in 2005, the first shop ever dedicated to roller derby, and has since grown into this 2,000 square foot mecca in San Diego, where we stock everything for our sport. Need help? With a combined on-track experience of over 24 years and still playing, we test everything we sell, and we're happy to share that experience and knowledge with you. So contact us, sincityskates.com.
fumbling and fighting with your skates wherever you go? We know the struggle is real, so stop the hassle. You pay top dollar for your skates, so stop stuffing them away with your sweaty, smelly gear and show off your prized possession with a Bruce Skate Noose, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. We've been making nooses since 2011. We use the best quality supplies to ensure the best product on the market. With over 50 colors and patterns to choose from, there is certainly a noose to fit your personality and style. Find us online at bruisedsn.com.
I love teamwork when it comes naturally, and it's almost like your teammate is an extension of your own body. That anticipation, where you've worked cerebrally through strategy and skills, and suddenly you're out there in a game and it all comes naturally because you know each other. I love that.
They told us to just sell skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertising, you'll make a mint. That was never our plan. Our plan was to make a store where all day we are fitting skaters, fixing skates, teaching customers, and putting the best gear on their bodies. Before we put 3 W's in front of our name, we made sure we had hundreds of happy customers come through our doors. We're not just Derby owned, we're Derby dedicated. Fast Girl Skates.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Hit this. Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated with 6 years of experience. Hit This Derby Gear can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit us at our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at www.hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you are a new or veteran skater, before you hit the track, hit this.
My name is Lacey Knight and I skate with the Angel City Derby Girls. I've been evolving more and more into just having things that I know are going to be reliable, that they're going to last, and that they're going to do exactly what I want them to do. When you've reached a certain place in your derby career, it becomes less about how much you're spending on the equipment as it is about what it's going to do for you. I need to be able to have it conform to my foot so that it's just an extension of who I am as opposed to this thing that is now on my foot. The right L boot that I have now has been able to successfully do everything I need it to do. This year has even gotten better for me, and my skating is the best it's ever been, and it's the best boot that I've ever had.
My uniform is always in pristine condition because I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe. Everybody's just like pumped and ready to go, and it's this culmination of, months worth of hard work. This is your opportunity to go out and leave it all on the track and to try to reach that potential that you are working towards at every single practice. My name is Rachel Rotten. I skate for the Angel City Derby Girls, and S1 is part of my uniform.
Hi, I'm Trish the Dish, and this is Ivana Spankin, and we're here to tell you about Sin City Skates. Sin City Skates began in our Las Vegas living room in 2005, the first shop ever dedicated to roller derby, and has since grown into this 2,000 square foot mecca in San Diego, where we stock everything for our sport. Need help? With a combined on-track experience of over 24 years and still playing, we test everything we sell, and we're happy to share that experience and knowledge with you. So contact us, sincityskates.com.
of fumbling and fighting with your skates wherever you go? We know the struggle is real, so stop the hassle. You pay top dollar for your skates, so stop stuffing them away with your sweaty, smelly gear and show off your prized possession with a Bruce Skate Noose, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. We've been making nooses since 2011. We use the best quality supplies to ensure the best product on the market. With over 50 colors and patterns to choose from, there is certainly a noose to fit your personality and style. Find us online at bruisedsn.com.
I love teamwork when it comes naturally, and it's almost like your teammate is an extension of your own body. That anticipation, where you've worked cerebrally through strategy and skills, and suddenly you're out there in a game and it all comes naturally because you know each other. I love that.
They told us to just sell skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertising, you'll make a mint. That was never our plan. Our plan was to make a store where all day we are fitting skaters, fixing skates, teaching customers, and putting the best gear on their bodies. Before we put 3 W's in front of our name, we made sure we had hundreds of happy customers come through our doors. We're not just Derby owned, we're Derby dedicated. Fast Girl Skates.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Hit this. Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated with 6 years of experience. Hit This Derby Gear can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit us at our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at www.hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you are a new or veteran skater, before you hit the track, hit this.